Princess Leonor's engagement ring leaves the world speechless. It was not just a jewel. Not just a symbol. It was a revelation. Princess Leonor's engagement ring, unveiled quietly, yet thunderous in impact, left the entire world speechless. The Spanish heir, the future queen, stepping into a new chapter not with words, but with a single gesture that carried centuries of meaning. The story begins at Zarzuela Palace. What was expected to be an intimate family gathering shifted into something extraordinary. Cameras caught only glimpses, but it was enough. Leonor lifted her hand, the ring catching light, and in that moment, the narrative of Spain's monarchy transformed. But why? Why did this particular ring ignite such global fascination? Because this was no ordinary piece of jewelry. This was history, symbolism, and destiny wrapped around her finger. The design itself stunned experts. Not a flashy modern stone, not a borrowed sparkle, but something deeper. A sapphire surrounded by delicate diamonds, its hue echoing Spain's royal blue and Denmark's traditions of heirloom gems. The craftsmanship spoke of old-world artisanship, not contemporary trends. Immediately, questions swirled. Where did it come from? Was it newly commissioned? Or had it been hidden away in royal vaults, waiting for the right moment? The answer lies in its lineage. Sources close to the palace whisper that the sapphire once belonged to Queen Ina of Spain, wife of Alfonso XIII, a monarch whose reign was marked by turbulence, exile, and survival. If true, this would mean Leonor now wears not just a ring, but a relic of resilience, passed down through generations. A piece that witnessed Spain's shifting fortunes, now reborn on the finger of its future queen. But there's another layer. Danish media quickly noticed its resemblance to a ring once worn by Queen Ingrid of Denmark, Margrethe's mother. Could it be possible that the ring represents a merging of Spanish and Danish traditions, a deliberate symbol of Leonor's connection to Prince Christian's family? Analysts believe it's no coincidence. And so, the speculation grows. Was this ring selected by Christian himself, guided by family history? Or was it chosen by Felipe and Letizia, meant to tether Leonor to her nation's legacy? Each possibility carries profound implications. If chosen by Christian, it's a declaration of devotion beyond protocol. If chosen by Spain, it's a reminder that Leonor belongs not just to love, but to duty. The reactions were immediate. In Madrid, the ring was hailed as elegant, refined, a perfect balance of modern romance and royal tradition. Spanish citizens saw in it a reassurance. Their future queen remains deeply tied to her heritage, unshaken by trends, devoted to timeless values. In Denmark, the symbolism struck differently. For them, the ring whispered of union. A gesture that their prince's future might be interwoven with Spain's, not in politics, but in blood and tradition. It reassured Danes that Leonor is not merely an outsider, but someone worthy of their trust, someone embraced at the heart of their monarchy. And globally, the world gasped. International press flooded headlines. Leonor's Ring of Destiny, Spain's heir wears history, a royal union in sapphire. Social media erupted, images of the jewel dissected, magnified, debated endlessly. Some saw it as romantic simplicity. Others saw it as political genius. But all agreed, it was unforgettable. Yet beyond headlines, the emotional weight is where the story truly lies. Leonor herself, only 18, stood with a calm grace as the cameras captured her hand. Observers noted the way she glanced at the ring, not as a girl dazzled by sparkle, but as a woman recognizing the gravity of her future. It was not jewelry to her. It was responsibility. It was love intertwined with monarchy, personal desire with national expectation. Her parents, Felipe and Letizia, stood nearby. The king's gaze was proud, yet solemn. He knew what it meant for his daughter to wear that sapphire, that she was stepping further into a destiny he has carried for decades. Letizia's eyes shimmered, not with protocol, but with maternal emotion. For her, it was not about Spain, not about Denmark, but about her daughter taking a step that every mother both longs for and dreads. And Christian. His expression said everything. He did not need to speak. His hand brushed Leonor's lightly, a gesture nearly lost amidst the flash of cameras. But those who noticed described it as pure. Genuine. His pride in her was evident, his love undeniable. For all the grandeur of monarchy, in that second, they were just two young people, bound by love, facing the weight of history together. But here is where the curiosity deepens. Will Leonor wear this ring at their official engagement ceremony? Or will another ring be presented, a second piece for the formal occasion? Royal experts suggest this may only be the beginning. Some whisper that the sapphire is symbolic of betrothal, but that the official engagement ring, perhaps bearing Danish heritage, is yet to come. If true, the world has seen only the first chapter of this jewel's story. And then comes the question of the future. What role will this ring play in her reign? Will it become her constant companion, seen in portraits, at coronations, at state dinners? Or will it remain a private treasure, known only as the ring that began her journey to marriage? Every choice will carry meaning, every appearance will fuel new interpretations. But let us not forget the deeper story. Rings in royal families are more than declarations of love, they are contracts, bridges, messages to nations. Diana's sapphire engagement ring once symbolized fairy tale romance, later inherited by Kate Middleton to symbolize continuity in the House of Windsor. Now, Leonor's sapphire may take its place among these historic symbols, reminding generations of Spain's endurance, Denmark's unity, and a love story that crossed borders. The palace has not released official statements beyond the unveiling. Silence fuels speculation, and speculation fuels fascination. But perhaps that is the point. The less that is said, the more the world watches, waits, wonders. And so, the image of Leonor's hand remains etched in memory. The sapphires glow against her skin. The promise of love and duty bound in one small circle of gold. A single jewel that speaks louder than speeches, louder than declarations. Princess Leonor's engagement ring did not just sparkle. It silenced the world. And in that silence, history was made.